people, even if they initiate that kind of humor, I'm like, yo, like, I don't know if I can initiate it back, because if I initiate back and they have a problem with it, I lose that battle. No matter what it is.
You let them set pace.
Yeah, well, even if they set pace though, like I'm scared to follow suit
Follow back.
because if they just turn around and blame me and I say, but they did it too, what does that mean? You still did it. You still acted. Yeah.
Terrible. Oh, hi.
Hello. How are you today?
Oh,
Lucas, Lee,
oh
Matt.
hi.
Matt?
Matt got handsome.
Not
Yeah,
got
Matt.
handsome.
If Matt's watching, he's like, damn, that's a sick beard. I wish I could grow that.
That looks so good.
Now I'm the worst one though. That sucks.
Yeah,
It's usually Matty who's the bomb barrel, and I'm just above him, just like slightly. Now,
Yeah.
So I have a better beard than you.
100%.
Okay.
Do you disagree?
Do you disagree? Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yours is
I think
filled.
you have-
salt and pepper. In
Yours
there,
is
maybe
filled.
that's it.
No, I thought you had
Yeah,
the
it's
best
called
beard.
Gray Fox.
I'd say it's you, me, then Lucas, and Matt's like.
No, you got the best beard.
No.
Definitely.
No.
Definitely. I've seen you grow that shit, and that's a real beard.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
man's
just-
beard.
Yeah, yours gets
Mine's
thick.
all
It's all
stringy and
scraggly.
puby.
That's
Like when I go
No,
to grow,
yours
it
is
gets
good.
all puby. It's great.
We're all
Okay.
too modest here.
Yeah.
We're
I
all-
wish I could get the pubiness. I just want something on my face.
No,
bro.
it's all curly. It's like, yeah, you can't tell the difference between my beard hairs and my pubic hairs. Unless, well, they're just longer on the
Yeah,
beard.
my beard hair is pretty curly, so.
No, but it's like tight.
I've got a funny story to tell you guys. I told Carlos a little bit, so he knows where this is gonna go. But Lucas, it'll be fun
All right.
for you.
All right.
So yesterday, so Tuesday, I get to work 2 minutes later than I should. I always get to work early.
Okay.
But I got there 2 minutes later than I normally do, and our summer part timer took my fucking parking spot. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm the manager of the building. I get the front parking spot. I get the first spot. She takes my spot. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So like, all right, whatever. And then I send her out on a donut run. So she goes, and as soon as she left the building, I went and swapped my car.
100%.
Duh.
Well deserved.
But then I had to go run an errand, so I ran an errand, and then I came back, and I usually back my truck into the park space, just so everyone knows. I bought a brand new pickup truck, a Ram 1500.
God's glory, Ram.
Exactly. It's like 3 weeks old. So when I came back, I was like, fuck it, like I'm not gonna back in. So I pulled into the spot. She comes back. She also pulls in the spot next to me. Whatever. So yesterday, I'm driving into work, and the intersection before taking the street right to our work, I see her make a right into the intersection before me. I was like, no, she's gonna beat me. She's gonna take my spot.
That's right.
So I start gunning it, and she's got like a good lead on me. So I'm like, yo, I have to. So like, we make the turn into the straightaway. So we're going down the straightaway.
Here we go, NASCAR initiative.
And I start gunning it.
You just want to show off that V8 engine.
I'm doing 90. I'm doing 90 down this side road.
School zone.
Yeah, basically school. So like, I have to get this fucking spot.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, shit, like there's no way I'm gonna overtake her because she's in the right lane, so she's gonna make the turn in before me. Like I'm not gonna make it. Then she drives past the entrance, and I was like, oh my god, it's not her. I'm just fucking bullying someone on the street, some random person driving a blue Honda Civic. Fuck. So I pull up. No one's there, so I win. Park up, great, whatever. She comes in, and I start telling the story. I'm like, oh my god, like I thought it was you, whatever. She's like, oh, it was me. And I was like, why didn't you turn to the parking lot? And she's like, oh, I was so out of it that I missed our driveway. And I was like, that's
Sketchy. Okay.
okay, whatever. And then a coworker points out that she usually parks like right up against the building, but now she's parked in the middle of the parking lot. He's like, we're the first ones here. Why don't you park against the building? Like, why are you over there? And I was like, that is weird. So I'm outside, and this coworker's having a smoke. Not the girl, but this other coworker's having a smoke. I'm out there, and I'm talking to him. And I look over, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to my truck? The back end has a big scratch on the side. And I walk over, and there's that very specific blue that her Honda Civic is, and I was like, no fucking way. So we both walk in, and then my coworker goes up to her, and he's like, hey, you hit anything? She's like, no. He's like, you sure you didn't hit anything? And he's like, no. He's like, why you look guilty? He's like, you look pretty guilty right now. And she's like, no, I didn't do anything. And he's like, you didn't feel anything when you were leaving yesterday? And she's like, I might have felt a little something. And I was like, Ravina, I told her I was going to call her out. So, Ravina, you hit my fucking truck. And she's like, oh my god, like, you know? And I was like, you tried to hide it from me?
What a piece of shit.
I know.
Yeah.
So what she said is she intentionally drove past the parking lot that morning when I was racing because she saw me speeding up behind her and she thought I was coming to confront her. So she got scared, so she didn't go to work. And then she swung back around, and she came in intentionally 10 minutes early so that she could scope out my car without anyone else in the parking lot to know how sus it is and see that everything's okay. Mind you, she didn't notice that there's this big blue streak on the back of the truck.
Oh man.
And I was like, God, and you were gonna hide it from me this whole fucking time?
That was pretty snake. I don't know. I to a friend especially, I would not
Right?
hide that. Yeah.
But check this out. After lunch, she comes back, hands me a little Tim Hortons bag with a donut. She's like, I'm sorry, Leah, I got you a donut. And I was like, oh, sick, thanks. Like, my car's scratched, but I got a fucking...
67 cents ought to cover it.
Yeah, I got a fucking donut. Wicked.
See, for me, if I were in her situation, I'd be like, yo, before like we do anything, let me go to Canadian Tire and try to get like a buff or like something to try to fix it, to at least make it so it's not a piece of shit. But like, is it? You said it's dented?
It was then. I was able to pop the dent out.
Okay, so it's just a scratch now.
So it's just there's a scuff on it. But she did end up buying me some kind of thing that could scrub out the.
Did it conceal it?
I didn't try it yet.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I didn't try it, but I'm going to.
Yeah, to me, it's like the first thing I do is like, let me try to fix it, make it right, and then if not, here, like, how much do I owe you? Because like that fucking sucks.
That absolutely sucks.
Like
But
you'd feel guilty. So
the funny
bad.
thing is, she treated it like such a child though. Where like my coworker's like, "Did you do something?" She's like, "No." She's like, "Do you feel you look guilty?" And she's like, "Maybe a little."
A little guilty.
A little. I hit the car a little bit.
Are you pregnant? A little.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like who says that shit?
Yeah, like,
That's
we're
such a
so
toddler.
unsure about it.
That's such a toddler. You make another man. You're not
No.
driving.
No, I'm not, but I'm gonna get shit faced.
Oh, he has a bunch of coolers. Which one do you want?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got other things
God,
too.
throw me that pineapple one,
This one right here.
please.
So Carl went to LCBO and he did what every adult's dream is, where he just got party pack. Like what? He's like, this looks
Sick.
okay. Walk down a different aisle. This looks okay. I'm like, yo, like I love doing that shit though. That shit's
It's
fun.
such a gamble though.
Yeah, but even if you get a shit one, you'll sometimes find one that like kind of redeems it. You're like, oh, this was worth the
Yeah.
shit one because now I really enjoy
Yeah,
this
there
one.
was one. I remember I did that once, and I got a peanut butter ale, and then a pecan pie ale, and I was like, oh, I'm
Really
so
good?
looking forward to this peanut butter one. The peanut butter one was fucking garbage.
I can imagine it being
But the
really.
pecan pie was actually really good.
Ah.
So it's like
That's the one you were telling Lucas about that one before, weren't you?
A pecan pie, maybe.
I don't think so.
Oh
I think
no.
I mentioned it in the last show, actually. I might have had one on that last show.
Oh.
Nice.
So we also have this card game
Yeah, we're doing a review today.
called "These Cards Will Get You Drunk." So we're gonna play
I
these
better stop
occasionally.
drinking, 'cause we're going to the card game.
But really
get ugly.
quickly,
It will get us drunk.
before we go to this, I was thinking about this the other day when I was driving. Is there any words that specifically bother you with the way that everyone pronounces them differently? Like, you know, how there's like data and data. That's a mild
GIF
example.
and
That's a mild.
GIF? Yes, that
That
bothers
bugs you?
me.
Yeah, I get
But
it.
who's
So
calling
which
it
one
GIF?
is it to you?
I say a GIF.
Me too.
I say
Oh,
GIF.
okay, good. I thought you
Thank
were
you.
gonna be. I thought you
Thank
were
you.
gonna be.
I'm among
shit.
friends.
Okay,
Okay, good.
so we're still in a
Yeah,
safe
yeah.
zone. We're still in a safe
Yeah,
zone.
we're all safe.
HR's mediating this conversation, by the way.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of one that I.
So can I say mine?
Yeah.
Faux. It bothers me that I've heard it 15 different
Faux?
ways and it's 3 letters.
Which?
True.
Like pho, like
What do you-
pho, faux, or
Which
The soup.
yeah,
The Vietnamese soup.
PHO.
I usually just say pho.
I say like pho. Sometimes I say faux.
you say pho?
Sometimes faux. Like I don't know. I say.
So you
I
mix
change
it up yourself? So you're the culprit.
I do.
You're
You
the
know.
guy
You know what I
make-
do is I set the tone by I make them say it first, and I just copy the way they say it in every
That's like
conversation. Yeah.
I understand that the proper apparently the proper way is pho, but I don't like it. That doesn't sound good.
No, well,
It's pho.
the first time
Pho
I
was
had
satisfying.
a Vietnamese buddy I used to work with. We used to go for that shit all the time. He never once corrected any of us when we said pho. We always said
really?
pho around him, and he never.
What
once
would
corrected
he
us.
call it though? Did you ever get him to say it, or did he always just agree?
He just.
He just
He
expected
might
you
have
to
just
white
said it the way
ignorant
we
people.
said it because it's like, oh, that's how English people.
No,
say
he
it.
was tormenting you guys because he knew the proper pronunciation. He's like, these guys are so lame. These guys are gonna get
Ignorant.
fucked.
No, but he would like we
Racist.
would go like the
His white
authentic ones, and he
supremacist.
would order that shit. Like he would order it in Vietnamese.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and we're like, hey man, order
Showing
me
off.
something good, you know. And he'd be like, I don't know.
That guy was an alien.
Okay, listen.
That guy was an
sorry.
alien.
Okay, I know. Okay,
It
I'm
sounded
gonna
like
get canceled
sound
for
like
that
you're
shit. I'm gonna get canceled for that shit, for sure. But
Yeah, our
that
60,000
you can't
viewers
deny
right
that that's what it sounds like.
now. I'll be honest. I've never heard is it the language Vietnamese?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've
It's
never
actually
heard it spoken.
it's actually a made up language.
What is it?
it's-
Aren't all languages made up?
Well, it's newly made up.
Really? Like how
Yeah.
new?
Like it was made up by the French.
What?
What?
Yeah, it was made up by the French. If you notice, Vietnamese does not have like the Chinese characters. It's all the Latin alphabet. So A, B, C,
No
D, E, F, G, H.
way.
Yeah, it's the alphabet. It's our alphabet.
I never knew. I never knew.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It was
So
they colonized Vietnam and they basically held the fucking gun to their head. What happened there?
stupid.
still recording?
Yeah,
we're still good.
the audio's still there,
Oh,
it's just
okay.
not a video.
They held a gun to their head and said, "Mange la merde. Speak like we speak.
Petit
We're
chien.
doing a fucking experiment here. Speak this language we just made up."
And that country's such a shit show now.
Is it?
I don't know.
I think it's better
I
now.
really don't know.
I think it's better now. I think it was a shit show for a while.
Was it a shit show or was everyone just treating it like one? Maybe they were just
Oh,
having
nice.
peace.
You got like an angle here. Like
Do I? Oh shoot.
you got like
A little ensemble.
much music.
A little cherry on top.
We don't need so much of this.
Much music? Yeah, that's so true. Much
Oh,
music was
I
so
got
edgy.
Square's back for some reason.
What?
I saw Square on Lucas's face for
Did
a
you?
second. For a second, I did.
I don't think so.
Fuck that.
You
We're
guys
gonna
are
figure out.
fucking lying.
I gotta figure out this timeout thing.
Anyway, yeah, he never. So we'd go to the authentic places, and it was funny actually. One, I don't know. I'm killing time here, but
It's good. This is what we're talking about. Words that are satisfying to say or words that are annoying.
well, there was one time we went to one of those places to a
Oh,
full
it is catching
restaurant,
Ruckus, eh?
and I said, "Hey man, order me something good, but just no tripe.
Oh,
Like, I don't want tripe. Tripe makes me sick."
Tripe is amazing. But yeah, go on.
And then, so he's like, he orders in Vietnamese. I'm trusting this guy. He gets everybody something. Everybody's like, "Oh, yeah, so good. Thanks, man. Thanks." I'm like, "Hey, man. Okay, I got mine." I'm like, "Hey, what's that?" It was like shredded tripe. It wasn't even like big pieces. It was
Betrayal.
like shredded. So it was like I couldn't pull it off. It was all
Just-
it was
it's
so
in
small
there.
that it just got into it.
Oh no. Yeah, this guy will bring
And
like
he's like, "Oh, that's tripe." I
Yeah.
said, "Man, I literally said that's the only request.
one thing.
The
yeah.
one thing I said, just no
So
tripe."
what do you not like
And
about
he's like,
tripe?
"It's okay, you can pull it off." I'm
Everything.
like, "Man, I can't. Look, it's
Texture.
like soaking into the soup."
I know.
Texture
I
for
can see
sure.
why it could be a texture thing because
It's also psychological. I have to admit, it is.
Really?
I don't want to eat the intestinal tract of anything.
Oh,
I don't want
it's
to eat where the shit went through.
it's not psychological to me at all.
But I
It's
don't like the
pure
taste.
texture.
The taste makes me sick. Like,
it's
I
for
hate
me.
the taste,
The enjoyment is pure
but it's
sexual.
also that. It's like double.
I want to be in those
It's just
intestines.
yeah.
He just
Coming
loves
inside
eating
them guts.
Just loves eating ass.
It's so good. Yeah. Yeah.
So okay. So speaking of ass, sorry, because then there's words that are satisfying to me, and I'll tell you one: associate. I don't know why I like
That's a
that
good
word,
word.
but it has ass in it, and every variation of the word truly makes sense. Like associated with something, association, all those like. Because sometimes you'll have those words like when you add like little ed at the end, it completely changes the word. Where associate keeps consistent. But some people say associate instead of associate. What do you say? Shit.
That's like
Shit.
that's like somebody who says schedule instead of schedule.
Yes, I hate that one.
Like Szechuan chicken, Szechuan chicken.
Szechuan?
Change the July schedule.
Also, mature.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
you're so mature. For
Oh,
that.
I say that when
I've
I'm
never
like-
heard someone say that.
I hate
I have.
But I do get bothered when someone says extraordinary instead of extraordinary.
that one doesn't bug me so much.
That bugs the shit out of me. It's extraordinary.
I usually say extraordinary.
'Cause
myself, but
I do say extraordinary, but
I'm
it
an
makes sense. though.
I'm an
Yeah, that makes
extraordinaire. I'm an extraordinaire. Like it doesn't make sense.
I
It
knew a
doesn't
guy
flow.
that used to get pissed if you said kilometer
Instead of kilometer.
Kilometer?
instead
Fuck
of
off.
kilometer. He's
No.
like, "Is it a kilogram or a kilogram?" I'm like, "It's a different word, man."
Yeah, exactly. So I had a coworker who was from like straight from Africa, and he would shit on me for that too. He's like, because I would say zebra instead of zebra,
Zebra. Yeah.
and he's like, do you say Debra or Deborah? I was like, those are two different
Well,
words, bro. Like
That's
what the
not
hell?
fair though.
That's
There's so many
colonization
things.
at work, buddy, because that's how the English say it. The English say zebra.
Do they?
Yeah, they say zebra.
Well, there you go.
And he's
I'm sorry, I'm not colonizing.
Yeah.
That's pretty deep. That's a pretty
colonization,
deep cut,
say
but
zebra.
Yeah, that's it. Stick it to the man.
yeah, I just really hit him hard.
Stick it to I
He's
would
like,
not
okay,
want
Lee,
it.
thanks.
We're done
I'm
here.
handing in my resignation. Yeah.
So what's this game about?
Basically, I think it's like Piccolo, but with cards. So we draw. Each of us take turns drawing a card, and there's a rule on it, and we just do the
okay.
rule. So I will
That's
start.
what it's like, yeah.
The first one,
Starting with lengthy. Go on.
starting with you. Take turns naming a spice. Continue until someone hesitates or repeats a word that person drinks. We'll go clockwise. Sports spice.
Shut up.
Is that a deodorant?
Shut up, you piece of shit.
Spice Girls.
Old Spice.
Posh Spice.
You didn't even give him a chance.
I'm not giving him a chance. It's just. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, no, it's the real
Oh, I'm gonna
Spice.
throw
Okay,
you guys
real
a
spices.
curveball. I'm
Real-
gonna throw you
real
guys
Real
a
Spice.
curveball.
We're doing real
Uh,
Spice.
It
cumin.
has to be real?
Yeah, cumin.
What the fuck were you gonna do?
This guy's gonna say lavender spice.
I was gonna say melange.
Melange, like to eat.
What is that?
Melange, because I just read Dune. So So it's the spice that they use to
Oh,
curd.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Oh.
creative.
Yeah, Emma's reading Dune.
Sci-fi,
This
eh?
book looks way too big for me.
I heard you
I
started
already read
watching
the
it.
first 2 books.
Oh,
I'm
fuck
reading the
that.
3rd now.
Nerd.
I
I
start,
know, it's so good.
so you
though.
started watching it because of that guy Charlemagne, right?
Reading it.
What's his name?
No, I watched the movie way back in the 80s.
Oh, like the
I
original.
remember thinking back then it was like, I know, I'm wasting time. Sorry.
No,
guys.
it's all good. This is what this
No,
is
this
for.
is what it's for.
Okay. Well, I remember thinking back then watching that movie, I'm like, it feels like they're cramming a lot of information in a really short period of time.
Yeah.
Like, I know the book has to be better than this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I never got around to reading the book. And then I watched that movie, actually, on the way back from Mexico. I watched that movie on the plane.
Yeah.
And it was so friggin' good.
This is a really
And the
good
way they
movie.
did it, they split it up. So they didn't cram the whole movie into 3 hours. They did
Right.
the first half in 3 hours.
Yes.
Nice.
And they did a really good job.
So it's
Like,
exciting because now it's like
Yeah,
I
it's-
can't wait for the second one.
Yes,
but if they fuck
exactly.
it up, then
They
pissed.
can't. They can't. The cast
I
is
don't think
too
they
good.
can. It only gets better. In the book, it only gets better.
So,
you know?
so did they keep a lot of details? Like, did they?
They did. They
Yeah?
did. They kept all the important shit, left
Oh,
all
nice.
the dumb shit out. It was just the perfect
I'll-
movie adaptation.
I really
The
liked it.
perfect
I was
movie
gonna say every
adaptation.
scene was quite like they're all relevant. There wasn't like a scene just for dead space. It kind of felt like every scene was like, yo,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting into
You
the
kind of have to pay
story.
attention though, because there is a lot going on. Like,
That's why
Sure.
though.
yeah,
They make everything so relevant and so like necessary to know.
I heard a lot of criticism about it, like being very slow and like nothing really happened. But then when I watched it, and I watched it maybe a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago, I was like, this was
it
fantastic.
was so good.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was
everything about it was
such a
good.
good
I
movie.
thought cinematography was good.
But
special
think about-
effects were amazing.
Yeah.
Music was amazing.
You know what people always take for granted though? In movies, I know there's a lot of downtime with seeing them travel from one spot to another. But if you just kept seeing people in new rooms every time, you're like, how the fuck are
Kinda
they
lame.
getting
It gets
there?
kinda lame.
It becomes a little too much. We're like, okay, like there's no
Show me the
sequence.
journey.
They
Yeah.
dropped that entire thing in the new Dune. Like the original Dune had the whole space travel thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they didn't do that at all in the new one. They just like showed up on the planet.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I mean, but like we kind of got it. We're like, yeah, like I guess like it's a futuristic, right?
Yeah.
Like we just
Yeah,
took it as it is.
Yeah,
true.
they can travel light years in seconds.
So cumin is my spice.
Paprika.
Peppercorn.
Nutmeg.
Sage is an herb, isn't it? Fuck.
Yeah, cause ground herbs don't count as spices, I guess.
I don't know.
Really?
Do a spices herbs?
Yeah,
and
spices are. I'll give it to you then. Ground sage.
No, well,
Fuck you.
if it's-
I
if it-
fucking hate you.
Yeah, I say
Absolutely
I'm wrong.
not.
I'm wrong. Okay, that's fine.
Turn around so fast. We
Yeah,
got so
that's-
violent.
Sage. It had to be sage, right? Like that superstitious.
The most,
bullshit.
yeah, and the most.
I was just
peaceful-
thinking about all the little packets we have in the cupboard. That's what I was thinking about. Also, the
Do you use them
ghosts.
for like
Just
burning
think
around
about
the
those.
house?
Yeah, I just sprinkle it instead of burning it.
Yeah.
Dash sage. Everywhere.
Super
Super dusty.
Before we go into our next one, why don't we take a shot of what we bought?
Yes.
Yes.
We got for all you viewers, Jägermeister Cold Brew. I'm gonna stand up and show
Ooh.
the camera. Jägermeister Cold Brew.
Oh, it's out of focus.
Back up, back
You're
up.
fired. You're so fired.
Nah.
There you go. There you go.
Anyways.
You're good. You're good.
That's it.
Jägermeister
There's
Cold.
the-
Perfect.
Let me open that up for you.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
It's a little small, isn't it? It's smaller than your average Jäger bottle.
I don't really like coffee, so this is gonna be interesting.
I'm sorry if my pores are kind of shitty.
Oh,
Eh?
I'm not a coffee guy.
What about
This
it?
guy spilled
I'm
it
trying.
all
I'm
over
trying
my
really hard.
coffee
It's actually.
table.
It's a bottle. It's a
Jesus.
bottle.
That's
yeah.
right. We can clean that up.
Poor design.
Plus, you don't have any coasters, so you kind of ask for it,
Poor
right?
craftsman.
Totally.
playing
Ask
school.
for it.
Why are we doing half shots?
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah, I'm not driving.
I forgot that Carl's a piece of shit.
Yeah, anyone out there who
Enabler.
Just in case
Doesn't
you didn't
know.
know.
yeah, don't hang out with this Carl guy.
Gets you into trouble and ice fishing, which is illegal, or attempted
You know
to
what?
be illegal in Ohio.
I blew that ice fishing. I squandered that trip.
I had.
I also got smashed, but I had a great time.
I was looking at my
I'm-
pictures.
I was like thinking, I'm like, man, I blew it. Like those guys probably were so bored.
No.
Not at all. I had a
I
fantastic
slept
time.
like 6 hours of that day, and I wake up and you guys were like, I caught like one more fish than before I went to
We
sleep.
caught two. Don't lie.
Well, you caught one while I was still awake, and I think you had caught one more when I woke up.
Cheers.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway,
Cheers.
Cheers,
fellas.
cheers.
I had a
Cheers.
great time, but I slept through most of it. Tastes like black coffee mixed with Jägermeister. Not that good.
Not that great, but I'm glad I bought a bottle.
Not that bad either.
Can you pass
though.
me a piece of paper towels if you don't
You
mind?
know what? I bet.
Oh, we have paper towel here. Okay,
I
great.
bet if you mixed it with coffee, like if you made like a
Coffee with coffee.
No, if you
Like a hard coffee.
yeah, if you made like a Spanish coffee or something like that.
I really like Bailey's and hot chocolate.
That is a delicious combo. Do you guys like mint with hot chocolate though? Like spearmint flakes?
I'm not mad at it.
Because I always do that, but I shave like candy canes sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna say,
I break them
candy
into pieces in a Ziploc bag and put them on
Yeah,
top of like
shit.
the whipped cream.
I thought that
Oh,
was a
bomb.
drawer that stopped. Sorry.
No, don't. Just
I'll put this over here.
Cool. One card in. Let's go
Alright.
for the next.
It's you. Yeah, I was gonna almost draw for you.
Everyone votes on who is the biggest alcoholic. That person drinks and also picks another person to drink. Okay, so 2 people are drinking out of the 3 of us.
All right.
Do we each take a vote and give a reason as to why we think that person?
How about we point and then we'll do the reasoning why.
Okay.
But once we choose our first option, do we want to do that? You can
I say
debate.
persuade. Yeah,
Persuade?
I
Okay.
think we can debate it.
All right. So and the count of 3 will point to someone.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Are you okay, Carl?
I'm fine. I shouldn't drink as much as I do.
These
I
interventions
disagree.
are recorded live.
I don't know that that's true. I think you're healthy. I think you're
I'm
athletic.
a functional.
You're functional.
Yeah, I'm
I don't think it's a problem.
I wouldn't consider you an
I
alcoholic.
think it has been a problem in times in my life. It has
Okay.
been a problem.
Fair.
I think
That's fair.
alcohol is not a problem until one or more people in your life find it to be a problem.
Interesting.
Where someone tells you
Yeah.
that it's a problem.
Yeah,
Someone
if
starts
one
saying,
Yeah,
other
okay.
person tells you that if you're making one other person's life miserable because of your alcoholism,
That's
then
fair.
that's a problem.
Do we not take into
Grain of
consideration
salt?
that person's character? Like, what if they just suck?
they're just
What if
Sorry.
they're just such a
Yeah, what if the problem is them?
goody sucky person who's like,
Oh my, Carl, you had
No,
wine
I
at
mean, I
dinner,
guess, yeah.
and I could smell it, and I didn't like it.
I legit one time I went to watch UFC at Shoeless Joe's with my brother and some friends, and one of the friends had brought their girlfriend, and I came in and I was like, fuck it, give me a shot of tequila. And I accidentally spilt a little bit, and the girl in the corner literally sat there for like the rest of the night covering her nose. She's like, I could smell that tequila on the table. And I was like,
Oh,
bitch,
I hate
shut
that.
up.
Yeah, like
So
grow
her,
up.
I don't care.
yeah, but you're not making her life miserable.
She acted like it.
Yeah. That could
She's
change
being
someone's
an
life
idiot.
forever. So
No, but like if somebody in your life is less
Yeah.
happy because
Sure.
you're just you're being too selfish to like not
That's fair.
drink as much,
That's fair.
it's so funny.
then that's a problem.
We talked about this.
Sure.
So at LCBO, we had exit LCBO, and there was a truck backing up. So what Carl did was so if the truck is backing up, I'll show you guys this way.
How does this have
So-
to do with
so-
my alcoholism?
Because
thought it was
it's
about
about selfishness. So the truck was backing up this way, so Carl goes so that it doesn't interrupt his flow, so the guy can keep backing up.
Sure.
I went behind because the crosswalk's there, so I'm like, I'm using the crosswalk.
You're a dick.
Fuck this guy.
I
I'm
am a
not gonna
dick.
get this truck.
But guess what? So we keep walking, we're at the same pace, and then another car starts to exit, so Carl has to stop and wait. I keep going. I get to my car, and he's still waiting because the person's backing up. So I'm like, I was selfish, and I got what I wanted.
That's fair.
It's like, when you're selfless, you'll get walked over.
So
Deserve
I was
it.
not selfish, and I still got to the car.
Safely and didn't ruin anyone's day.
It's not true.
That's
I didn't ruin anyone else's
that's
day
the
too.
No, you don't know that. That person fucking hated you.
I have a crosswalk.
That
They don't know. They don't know rules.
Doesn't mean they can't hate you.
That's actually true. Probably. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. legit.
And then they point at Carl. I was like,
Asshole,
fucking,
you
he's
know
our fucking hero. We need more of these
Person
guys.
of the Year award. Person of the
He
Year.
like honks. Beep beep. Thanks, Carl.
Hey, I know that guy.
It's his son. Carl, it's your turn.
Pick a card, any card,
Okay.
except
So
for the
what
bottom.
were we supposed to do if we pointed at the most alcoholic?
Oh, right.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
You're supposed to drink and pick someone else to drink with you.
Oh,
To,
okay.
to take you down into your alcoholism.
Well, you're driving, so
Good
I
call.
gotta be nice.
Good call. It's
Where's
not
the
about
fun
being.
in that? Where's the fun in that?
Well, who's driving me?
You know,
Make
you know
a
what he's talking
wicked ride
about.
home.
He's like, I gotta be nice to my family so I get home safe because it's really that.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's how nice a guy I am.
Yeah.
That's the kind of person I am. The person with the longest first name drinks. If there's
Nah,
a
it's-
tie, you both drink.
That's interesting.
That's-
6 digits only too. There's some people like Christina, for example, who was like 50 digits.
Something like it. It could have been shorter, but
It's a kilometer.
your parents had to make your name so fucking extra.
Christina.
Not,
Those are the best
I'm
names.
talking about you, but okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm talking about Christina. So, everyone votes on who is the most likely to get arrested. that person drinks. So on the count of 3, we'll play.
Oh, let me think about this because this is actually a good one.
Who
Do I
is most
know
likely?
you guys well enough to know? I haven't seen either of
Most
you snap.
likely to get arrested. Okay, I've
Yeah,
got
but
my answer.
I don't think I would get arrested for snapping, just for doing something fucking stupid.
Yes.
Oh, that.
Yeah, anything.
Okay, so on the count of
Vandalizing.
3. 3, 2, 1.
Shit. I don't know. Me, I guess.
You vote for
Yes,
yourself?
me.
I
I
think
vote for
Carl.
myself.
Why do you think Carl?
I think Carl, because I think. I'm actually, now that I'm thinking of this sentence. Okay, I was going to say, I think Carl will road rage sooner than you'll do something stupid, but I don't actually believe that. I think you'll do something stupid pretty quickly. But
I do something stupid every day just so I get away with it.
It's fair. I still think Carl. I still think
think
Carl.
about things that I've done in my life that I could have easily gone to jail for many
Really?
times.
You think there's that many stories?
There's many things where I thought, damn, like
Lucky
now
dog.
I would never do these things.
Are we talking about like trespassing?
No, I'm talking about things that would put you in jail.
Went to a park after 9 p.m.
Things that would
Yikes.
like at least get your ass kicked, if not
Really?
put you in jail.
This is going to be
So-
some behind the scenes content when you tell us these
Yeah, I don't know.
stories.
If I tell these stories, I'm definitely getting canceled and fired.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so just let us know when you're ready.
The audience is waiting. Speaking of, though, it's funny because who cares? The audience, 3 people can come if they want. But having a party on Saturday, a couple guys from the Just Place, and there's like a couple cops coming.
Tomorrow?
Saturday, tomorrow's Friday.
Right.
Tomorrow's payroll. Come on, man.
And I'm gonna try because I think it would just be really funny to see or say how much illegal shit I could get away with in front of these two.
Yo.
Cause like they're cool guys, they're fun guys. Like I'm just gonna be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go steal a car right now, and just see them be like, leave.
How about
Come on, man,
we
stop-
plan it
stop
where I
telling everyone I'm a cop.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
so
honestly.
I'm not gonna drive. So what if when I'm leaving I'm gonna be wasted. It's guaranteed. I say, all right, guys, I'm gonna drive home, and I just pretend to go to the front yard and get into someone's
You
car.
can even go up to them like, have you seen my keys? Have you seen my keys?
Yo, and then
And, like, throw up on
the
his
thing is,
shoes.
I'm gonna need someone to give me keys to the car because if I go up to the car and they wait for me to enter, I'm just like,
Psych.
I got him. I usually enter through the trunk. It just has to open. I'm just chilling there. Like, okay, this guy's fine.
I intend to do a lot of that shit in front of them. They're cool guys. They're fun guys, but I want to see. I want to see when they're gonna
I
be
wonder-
like,
I
all right,
wonder
Lee, the
how-
party's over. Obey the law, man.
I wonder what their wall is.
I think
You know what
first
mean?
degree
Like,
Yeah,
murder.
exactly. I don't think it.
I thought about that too because I think one of them is coming with us to Algonquin. You
No,
know?
he's not coming.
Oh, he's not. He bailed.
No. Sorry, he's going to Algonquin. He's just not coming.
Oh, okay.
Saturday.
No, okay. Yeah, I think one of the cops in our gym is coming to Algonquin, and I think like what? Like what's his like wall
Yeah.
where he says no? Hey guys, stop.
You know what it is? It's probably
Like,
murder.
I have to do something here.
Yeah.
If you guys kill
Is
someone,
it just
maybe.
murder? Or
Probably.
It's
like,
gotta be. It's gotta be.
It depends. Like if it's accidental, I'd be like,
So
I mean, it's not like a ton of illegal shit's going on, but I'm sure
like, we're bending the rules a
several
little
laws
bit.
have been broken.
No prostitution,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
'Cause that's-
a little bit
No.
for sure.
no
No,
prostitution.
child-
Then you're fine. Okay,
Yeah.
don't. Wow.
Don't.
Child porn, no human trafficking, no child porn, no none of that.
No, I was at one of the Jits parties, and like I'm chilling in the kitchen with one of the cop guys.
Hey,
He's back-
Maddie, you're missing Jits talk, man.
Yeah,
Come back.
you're missing it.
You know what? I'm here now. Relax.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got that is my guy.
We have a verified Jitser.
So
what you
I'm
guys
in
are?
the kitchen, and this guy's he's actually a detective, which is kind of cool.
Sorry. Are you a Jitsologist?
If that was a profession, I'd like to be.
Jitsologist?
I don't think you qualify until you're a black belt.
It's true. Well, I'd work toward it, you know.
Is that your MD?
Actually,
That's your PhD.
What is the
You're a
official?
professor when you're black.
Yeah, you're a black belt when you're a professor.
You're a
black
professor.
Your
belt,
PhD? What does it
You're
stand
a
for?
professor.
Physical honored dick.
You know what? It
Yes.
takes longer to get
Sick.
your black belt than it does to go through med school.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Respect it.
ow! I'm respecting it. Sorry.
So I'm in the kitchen. with this detective.
Yeah. Okay.
And one of the guys comes up. He goes straight to the back, and everyone can tell he had just rolled a joint. The cop guy looks at me. He's like, "Hey Lee, you smoke weed?" And I was like, "Nah." I was like, "You know what? Like from time to time, but like honestly, I don't because like it just me and weed don't mix. Like no man."
Right.
And he's like, "You do any other kind of drugs?" And I was like, "Okay, cop. Like I'm just gonna fucking tell you. Like what the hell?" And he's like. Okay, guys, we've got a suspect. I was like, yeah, you see, fuck you. I'm not telling you.
She's
shit.
like, any local dealers I should know about?
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, yeah, me neither. I don't do drugs either. And I was like, what the fuck? What do you do? What is going on here?
You know what you do? You say, yeah, yo, I got a dealer that you should really talk to, and you give him the contact to your
To the coach.
to your Dodge dealer, and be like, yo, it's like an adrenaline run. It's like a fucking drug when I test drive these F-150 Dodge Rams.
F-150, dog.
sorry,
How
sorry.
dare you?
It's a fusion.
That's so rude.
The F-1500 Dodge Ford Ram.
Wow.
Ramsicle. They call it the Ramsicle.
That's sick. Oh, that's fucking sick.
Do you call? Is your car Gordon Ram? Gordon
Um,
Ramsay?
yeah,
Please tell me. Yeah, actually?
Do you actually name your car?
Absolutely.
Do you not name your car? You're so soft. That's so
Ew.
embarrassing. Do
I
your
drive
kids
my-
know?
I
Do your
drive my
kids know?
Ford Edge.
Fuck it, give it a
Yeah.
name, man.
Ford Edge is going.
Give it a name.
Yeah, give it a name before she goes.
I have thought about naming the Jeep.
What-
'cause
what do you
some
think?
people do it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, you have to name your vehicle.
Well, you can get these like these stencils you can put on the car.
Okay, now fuck off now.
No,
That's too
you
much.
can put on the car. No, they look like they end up looking like army jeeps.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I was thinking, what was it? DSAK 14. So DSAK 14. So okay, this is gonna sound extra cheesy when I say why DSAK 14.
Yes, we're
but
waiting.
AK sounds cool, right? Like
Sure,
AK-14.
AK-14.
fucking right.
Sick, okay. What's the deal?
AK-47s.
Damien, Sandy, Aiden, Carl, 14. It's a 2014 Jeep.
I fucking hate it. Dude, why don't you get the, why
But
don't you
it
just
would
get
be
those just
stenciled.
get those family stickers
It'll
on the
be
back?
stenciled on the hood, DSAK 14. No.
Just get
We'll
those.
let the audience vote on
I entertained the thought. I haven't done it. I
Yo,
I entertained the thought.
Just get the family stickers on your window. It's like the same thing.
Fucking do it, man. No, it doesn't. The AK-14.
You're gonna have DSAC 14 on
Well,
your
sometimes
thing.
people do like JK 14 or JK 18 or whatever. It's a
Yeah,
J-
just kidding.
Yo,
like
bro,
they're fooling you.
no,
is that-
JK is a. Well, I guess there are no JK 18s, but like JK 16, JK 10 or whatever.
Yeah, just
do,
kidding. 10.
do ball sack 14. That's way cooler.
That is a sick one. But name it like ball sack, like very like intricately, where like it's not spelled
I'm actually-
ball sack.
BHAL.
Yo, it's German, German auto, German
Ball
auto.
sack. So good.
Just name it the Fomobile.
Hit us with the next one, Lucas.
This fan is
Turn up if you want.
really nice.
Oh, okay.
On the count of 3, everyone say a color from the rainbow. Whoever says the same color as another person has to drink. 3, 2, 1. Yellow.
Violet.
You did not say it at the same time as anyone.
Guy,
This guy's incomplete.
No, I get
This
it.
guy's not in sync.
Sorry.
We're safe. No,
Your
we're
head,
good.
your head's in the clouds, man. No,
So we do it again?
Don't touch the fucking cards.
yeah, you want to do it? Yeah, let's do it again.
Do
One
it
more time.
again.
Okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. How about we narrow it down? Like RGB, like RGB colors.
Like the
There's only like
3
7
colors.
right?
That and then the secondary colors and tertiary colors. Those like 9.
There's only 6
There are no
colors.
tertiary colors in the rain. Well, yes, I suppose there are. It depends on your gradient scale.
No, wait. There's only
I went
6.
to art school, bro.
Okay, so primary and secondary colors.
Dude, there's 6 colors in the rainbow.
Technically 7 if you count indigo.
Is magenta a color?
I
of the
agree.
rainbow?
I agree. It's blue, but it's in there. Roy G. Biv, bro. Roy G. Biv.
Hey, you guys ready?
Exactly.
3, 2,
1.
red.
Blue. You guys drink. Oh, get wrecked. Yeah, you know what?
I'm empty.
Give him another. Give him another.
Yeah, well,
Hurry up.
Go, 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 go,
Hurry,
go.
hurry, 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 hurry.
Shiny apple cider.
Time is of the essence.
I'll drink too. Who cares?
That was good.
That is yum.
It keeps showing up a square on your face.
What's wrong with your face, Lucas?
Only you, Lucas.
Focus your face, bro.
Why is your face so
They're like spotting the most handsome guy in the room, so they just, obviously have to zone in.
This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy.
Not human. Not human.
Swap attack. Keep this card.
Oh, that's
You can
terrible.
use it once to force someone else to drink instead of you.
Nice.
I'll keep this right.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah?
Cleavage.
all right.
Carl Nino.
Carl Papa.
All women drink. Totally.
I haven't gotten bottom surgery yet.
Person with the biggest hands picks someone to drink.
Lucas for sure.
Is it?
I don't know.
It might be
Yeah,
between
it's-
Carl. Yo,
Yo, your hands are
actually
pretty big.
fucking big, bro.
Can I?
No, you got bigger hands.
But they're like
Very slightly
they're like
though.
thick though.
Yeah.
They're
You have
like-
some. You have
they're
some
like
good. You have some good HJ hands.
fucking
I got
meaty hands.
office hands, buddy.
Nah, those are.
I know those are
hand
not
job
office hands.
These
Those are hand-
office hands. That
Those are hand job hands.
They meant.
Those are definitely hand
This
job.
is generations of workers' hands, but then
Yeah.
I ended up being in the office.
Are your foregrips strong when you do the
The
do the salt
pepper
when you
grinder.
when you turn the butter?
Salt and
Pepper grinder,
Salt and
yeah.
Pepper.
Person with the biggest hands picks someone to drink.
Oh.
You live here, so
I have to drive, man.
drive in the driveway.
Don't crash into the garage.
Park in the parkway.
Whoa.
These little stones are genius.
Right?
I mean, mine are warm now, but
Well, yeah, they lose their cool pretty quick.
Just like you when you're driving. Tell 2 truths and a lie. Anyone can try to guess the lie. If the first answer is correct, you drink. Otherwise, the person who guessed incorrectly drinks. I'm going to
know
have to
everything
reread that to myself.
I know everything about you. 2 truths and just do 2 truths and a lie.
2
Someone gets it
truths and a
wrong,
lie. 2 truths and a lie. I am afraid of whom?
Of whom? Somebody?
Okay, I'm afraid of frogs.
Okay.
That's one. I could eat a tomato like an apple,
Okay.
and I'm trying to think.
Excuse me.
And I like Wendy's.
Yo, those
was
last
the
two
first
actually
one?
made it tough. He's afraid of frogs.
afraid of
He can eat a tomato like an apple, and he likes
He likes
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking likes Wendy's. I picked the tomato thing as the lie.
How about you, Carl?
If you don't like Wendy's, fuck you, bro.
Okay.
I think the
Get it?
Wendy's thing is a lie.
Yeah.
Horseshit.
Wendy's thing is a lie.
What?
I do not like Wendy's. It always
At
makes
all?
me. It always makes me sick.
Yo, JBC.
I avoid it at all times. I used to
Yo.
like them, but now every time I've gone there, it's made me so sick that I
Employee
have
of
no
the month,
appetite.
March '93, baby.
Yeah, that's a good year. That's a good
That's
year.
a solid year. I was
That's a
almost
good
born.
year. I was born. Bitch. Pick a better year to be born.
Yeah, honestly. Why you wait so long? I was
Sucker.
just chilling in space.
So lazy.
Employee of the month, March '93.
Nice. Oh.
What if we are all, and people even before birth, we are an entity outside of our bodies, but just people who are lazy are getting born later in life?
Not about
I'm
his
just
life
chilling,
thing
I'm
yet.
just chilling
Yeah, I'm
right
not
now.
trying
No
do his
bills to
life
pay
thing
here
yet.
in space, and then finally,
Yo, what if
like you're not as lazy as I am because I was born after you, but I had to chill in space. Be like, okay, I guess I'll
So
go.
are you just saying that every generation is lazier than the last?
That's right.
I don't think that's true.
Not lazier, but lazier in terms of starting life.
Just getting going?
Yeah,
Like,
just getting going.
that's kind of true.
Well, that's. I guess you can't argue that.
No,
Because
that's-
every
You can't
generation
just
before
prove
us.
that.
You
can't
know,
disprove that,
you know
but-
why though? Because most generations before us were much more productive at such a
You're
younger
fucking
age.
married at like 16, 18.
That's because
Kids
they
at
had
21.
To,
Yeah.
dude. They had
No,
to.
'cause they
didn't
could
have to-
afford
they
to.
wanted to. It's because they're souls.
I think they just had so many kids.
Souls entwined in the night as the birds sing. Do a diddy diddy
No,
dum
I'm picking a new
diddy
card because this
do.
one doesn't work. So everyone wearing a shirt with buttons drinks. Ain't nobody wearing no buttons.
Nobody drinks.
Horse is ass.
I'm gonna have to use the can in a minute.
No, this is stupid too. I don't want to do this one. Says without touching anything, everyone must balance on one leg. Last person to fall picks someone to drink.
Oh, this is gonna take forever. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
We ain't got no space.
I have good balance.
We got no space. No, you don't.
2 truths and a lie.
Free pass. Keep this card or donate it to someone else. It can be
Shut
used
up.
once
Fuck
to
this guy.
Get out of drinking.
It actually is.
This guy's playing
I'll
a banker
keep it.
monopoly.
I'll keep it. Yeah, feel free to take a bathroom break whenever you want to.
Free pass. No.
Yeah, bitch.
Everyone votes on who is the biggest asshole that person
Ooh.
drinks. That's hard.
All right,
That's
3,
tough.
Oh.
3,
Okay.
2,
Biggest asshole.
1.
Oh wow.
I would-
Okay, sick.
I would say it's
I legit thought it was down to me and Carl, and at that point I
really.
was like,
You wouldn't say
okay.
me? Because like, so here's the thing.
I think
I
you're
think
an
you've
asshole.
gotten
I think
nicer.
you're an asshole, but like in a hilarious way.
I think you've gotten nicer.
I have gone nice, but you know what though? It's because out in public, if you're just neutral to me or nice to me, we're gonna have a good time. Like I'm easy to vibe with. It's just that if you throw me shade, I will throw shade harder at people who I don't fuck with or I don't know. I feel like I throw shade harder. I can see that I can come off as an asshole very easily to people who just don't vibe with me. Does
Fair.
that make sense?
I gotcha.
Plus, I'm also just
I
pretty
just think you
straightforward.
like to fuck with people in an asshole way.
That's actually also
is
true.
hilarious.
This is also true. Yeah, I like to fuck.
It's kind of asshole, but it's also funny.
That's why I can do it. Because you can get away with anything as long as it's funny. You can be the most offensive person, but if everyone is laughing because it's funny, you're funny about it, you can get away with that for like. And that's the thing. If you set that tone early, you can like. I have people who are very PC, like very like anti anything offensive. I can be offensive around them because they'll be like, That's just Lucas. They're used
Yeah.
to it because I set
Yeah.
that precedence where like other people, if you were just to make an offensive joke right off the bat, they'd be like, "Ooh,
Whoa,
either
whoa.
I don't know you like that, or like you're just not funny about it. Like it's just too dry." So that's the thing.
It's funny because one of my cousins is, you guys met him, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Kelvin
Oh, yeah.
has been an asshole his whole life, to the point where like that's his
Is it Kel
identity.
that's the asshole? I thought it was
Alec?
Alex.
So okay, so here's the thing. Kelvin is Kelvin's an asshole
both
in a funny
assholes.
way where it's like relatable when you're like, it's Kelvin, like
Yeah.
funny guy. Like Alec is an asshole and you're just like, wow, you're just a fucking asshole.
It's just
Like,
dry.
It's dry.
It's
It's
dry,
dry, right? So
yeah.
there's no humor behind it. And it's just like, dude, you're just a fucking dick. Fucking, I knew this was coming. But yeah, it's funny because Kelvin has been an asshole his whole life, so he's just earned it.
I actually never found either of them
You
to be
own it.
assholes, but
Yeah, I wouldn't
I
say
heard
either.
you guys have this exact conversation in Mexico.
But yeah, because we're talking about because they both like when they're both together, it's very funny because it's like good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Where like Alec will like break someone down, and then like Calvin will show the humor in it and be like, oh, like, and this is why it's funny, and then it's just like everyone's mutually laughing. So that's the good part. It's like Calvin kind of saves them in those situations.
Kelvin does save them,
Both
for
those
sure.
guys are great.
Yeah, they're great actually.
It's okay. You guys can tell me the truth.
No, they're extremely patient
They're just my cousins.
because it was so funny. Like the bachelor party when Scott Hall asked them
Fuck.
like 50 million times if they were siblings, that and they didn't lose their
No,
cool.
but
I was like, good for
I
you
actually
guys.
started calling Kelvin something else.
Thomas.
Because Thomas.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because
so,
of
so
Scott.
what's your name? Hey, it's Scott's. Oh, his name's Thomas. I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, Thomas. Want to go for a drink? Like, and he
He's
just
like,
answered me. He's
sure.
like, yeah, sure, let's go.
Yeah. He doesn't care because he heard drink and he's like, I'm fucking in. I'm not gonna argue against that. If I argue, I might lose my opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Smart man.
And then it was like almost at the end of the night. It's like his name's not Thomas. I'm like, what? I called him Thomas all night.
That's fantastic.
Fucking
Oh
Scott.
gosh.
All right. Pick a superhero and act out his superhero without talking. First person to guess correctly, pick someone to drink. Okay, this will be easy.
I don't know. Superman.
Green Lantern.
You get Green Lantern.
Woo! Fuck.
Because
This guy said it was gonna be easy.
It was easy. He got it specifically.
I
He was-
guessed, but-
Imagine if he's like Red Lantern, Yellow Lantern, Black Lantern. I'm like, come on, please. He starts naming specific Red Lanterns, like 15 of them. I'm like, no, please.
I'd done
Abort!
that.
Abort!
Power Rangers, unite.
Oh gosh.
So who drinks? The one who
You
guessed
pick.
it?
You pick.
Yeah, you get the pick.
Oh, I get to pick who drinks?
Yeah. You're dang fucked.
Fucking horseshit.
Him all night.
No problem. Go
Alright.
ahead, Lee. Well, he has
Okay.
all the jail
Okay.
free cards. He's just
Hold
not
on.
using
Ah, I
them.
haven't used them yet.
Are we gonna talk about shit that's gonna actually cause a ruckus?
We could. We can pause at any time and just go
You
off.
want to? What do you have in mind?
What you got?
What you got?
No, I don't know. I'm just thinking. We're still recording, right?
Okay, so
you guys can edit this, right? Like this.
yeah, we can.
Sure, yeah. Before
Probably-
we post, try not to, because that's a lot of
fucking
work for me. I'm
won't.
trying not to do
Probably
that.
fucking won't. Okay, here's something that I saw on Instagram.
No, listen. So this is
Okay. You go. You
No,
go.
I'll go.
You go. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
No, I just want this gentleman's agreement here. If we watch this again, or if we think about something, give us like a 24 or 48 hour grace period
What? What do you mean?
before you post this.
I see.
Yeah,
Sure.
So
we're fine.
if I remember something tomorrow, that's fuck. I really don't think I meant that. I shouldn't have said that.
It's not a problem. I can
Sure.
always, I can literally
Sure.
just mute that part and censor or whatever we have to.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Cut it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's not a big deal.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
If,
so
if we
you-
if we cross that bridge, you guys will see that we
No.
skip scene. Imagine we just do it right now.
yeah.
No, if you want to fuck with somebody, then you want to catch them, right? You want to catch them. You want to catch them.
Or
Then-
get them too.
I'm trying to
I'm trying to
get you.
I'm trying to get people.
Then you'll do that. You'll fuck them over.
Oh yeah, if you
whatever they say.
that's the thing
right?
that you
But if
put a lot of
if
trust.
you really feel like okay, I didn't represent myself the way I wanted to.
Yeah.
Do you think someone's really out to get you?
No, but I'm just saying if you were
If
having
someone
like a
really put
debate-
their mind
if
to
you were
it.
having a debate, yeah, sure. Oh, if you don't mind,
Yeah. No.
it's your gin.
Okay.
No, if you're having a debate with somebody,
Right.
okay, hypothetically, you're having a debate with somebody and you're recording it,
Right.
and that person came to you the next day and said, you know what, that thing I said about
Can you
that
pass me
little
another
part,
time, please?
I really don't feel that way.
Right. I would let them have that.
Would you still post it knowing that they didn't actually feel that way?
It depends. Now, I'll give you the reason why. The only reason why I'd post it is if it's someone who, let's say, did something illegal and he admitted to doing something illegal that I would be like let's say something so brutal that I don't condone. But I think that's something that it's like you're kind of going on the show to do that. But if it was like something like you said something offensive that you're like, Lucas, like I said this word, didn't want to say it, can you remove it?
just, like,
No
maybe-
problem. I have
maybe
no
I
issues.
didn't articulate it properly and it came across differently than what I meant.
No problem.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes people are just trying to do getches, right?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
People are just trying to do getches, right? So
At any point in time, I really could just pull up footage and fuck everyone over. The only problem is that everyone has just so much dirt on me. Probably triple time. Like
Be so
for each piece of dirt I found on you
so
guys, you have a piece of dirt on me just as
3
bad.
3 pieces.
Yeah,
of dirt.
probably.
So
There's
my-
so much mud. There's so much dirt in the lawn.
my whole point of this is to say, give me a grace period. So if we talk about anything that's like,
Sure.
Woo.
okay, that was a little hot. Maybe
Just-
don't post that.
No, just go with the conversation, and if we get there, then I'll just remove it as we go. Because to be honest, when I edit the clips, and it's good for people to know too, when I edit the clips, I always if there's something that's awkward, I will just remove it anyway. Because
How
if it's
dare
like
you.
if it's like filler, because there's times where like we'll be like, I want to tell the story, and then we start like talking about why the story is relevant. There's times where I just chop that, cause like just tell the fucking story, like let's fucking go.
Get to it.
It
Yeah,
happens.
that's fair.
So we're cool. I'm the filter that keeps us going on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube.
What are you pointing at? You're not even pointing at the
MySpace,
camera.
Omegle and Grinder. Follow us everywhere.
Grinder
Right up in
profile.
that camera's face.
Yo, we should make a Grinder profile. I bet we'd get some hits.
If we did like the triage, being like trying to find a man who can handle the
We should-
trio, the three musketeers
be a
looking for the
challenge.
fourth.
We all create Grindr accounts. Whoever gets the most hits.
Oh,
Maddie will.
I thought
something.
it was a different challenge you were going for.
No. Whoever gets the most hits wins something.
Whoever fucks the most guys.
orgasm
No, I'm not going there. I just want to see the most people. that swipe
Whoever
left.
takes the most dicks.
Pride
So,
month. It would be a
we,
good Pride
we
month
all, we all
challenge.
pitch in on like an expensive bottle of something,
Done.
and then whoever
Winner
gets the most
gets
hits on Grindr.
You know what's funny? The problem is that
I think that's so not fair. It's gonna be Carl.
yeah. And if there's
He's a handsome man. This is
Yeah,
this
your
guy's making
age-
a bet for
this is
himself.
where
It's
you-
And
horse
you know what?
shit.
I bet if I put like I'm married, I have 2 kids, that would make it even hotter.
Absolutely.
oh, this guy wants a
Absolutely.
beard. He's so innocent. He's
That's
probably
such horse
fresh.
shit. This guy's making his own bet
Yeah,
to
yeah.
win.
This guy's
Fuck
syllabus.
this
You know
guy.
what?
What the fuck?
Carl's actually thought about it. It's just that now he can finally
No,
say
he
it.
has
Yeah.
a Grindr account. And he
I
sees
can
how much
actually
how
just
many
show
hits
you
he's
how
getting.
many hits I got.
I'm already at 5, baby.
Tyler,
I already started.
500.
Yeah. I have fucked so many dudes.
That bottle's mine.
Yeah, he just,
Hey,
If
Sandy.
you just want alcohol, just let us know. We'll buy you a bottle. It's
Hey,
fine.
Sandy, I'm having another guy over to help me with the shed. That shed doesn't really seem to be doing well after 2 years of people coming over and helping Carl. The foundation's cracked. You're like, yeah, it is.
I imagine the shed's still in the box and he's just out in the open backyard fucking some dude. No hiding it whatsoever. He's just in the
Sandy's-
bedroom window looking out and
Sandy's-
crying.
No, Sandy's reading Dune.
No. She's reading
The spice. The spice of life.
Melange.
You know why?
Melange.
Because the spice of life is variety. Everyone
That's it.
knows that.
That's it.
Variety in penises.
Hey, hold on. Give me that next beer.
Oh.
Is, the Bud Light. The Bud Light.
This guy's drinking a beer and a gin and tonic?
I got the Bud Light for a reason.
Oh, pride.
This guy,
There we go.
Oh,
It's the
hey.
last day of
Celebrate
Pride.
everyone's
It's
identity.
the last day of Pride.
Yeah,
Oh,
nope.
shit. Here we go.
Imagine if the can burst. That would be so embarrassing.
Okay, so here's a hot topic.
You can put it back in.
On from where I started.
You
once
just wanted
before.
to.
I just wanted to show.
Yo, look. She, her, they, them, he,
Oh.
him.
Is that what it says?
Z, them? Like XEXEM? Psy, her? What's going on here? She, they, he.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be ignorant here. I'm just confused. I'm
there's
trying
just
to
so
learn.
many. Some of them are.
I'm
new.
trying to learn. I'm trying to learn.
The thing that I maybe
Go on.
maybe this is that touchy thing that we cut. I don't know. The thing that I think is interesting about it, and I get it, whatever LGBT. I don't know what it's called anymore, so don't shit on me. LGBTQ plus. Is that
I
it?
think so.
Well, I think they just
If
say
we're
the,
wrong,
They
sorry.
just say the plus because there's so fucking
There's so-
many more.
I heard there's like a 2 in there or something.
So if we're gonna add
Yeah,
that plus,
2S.
Two, what is that?
Two-spirited. That's like a
Oh,
native
okay,
Indian
yes,
thing.
okay.
so my question is, if we're gonna add that
Sorry.
plus to include all the other options,
Why isn't it just
why don't we
plus
just
from the
why don't
beginning?
we just yeah
Call
call
it
it the
infinity
plus
sign.
or call it LG plus,
You
like
could
so that
say,
we
like-
know we well I mean LG plus
You
might
can
be a
just say
TV.
like gay plus.
You could essentially.
That-
You could pick whichever one you want and say
That
plus.
sounds like a premium subscription to Grindr. Game Plus. Sorry. Sorry.
That's why he thought of it so quickly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he knows
he's
his memories.
subscribed.
He knows his fucking-
You know why he saw the
He's got
transaction?
infinite swipes. He's got infinite swipes.
Yo, that's.
Fucking
You know why he saw the
super
transaction?
likes and shit.
CIBC notification. Hey, Gay Plus
Like,
account, $9.99 monthly subby. Back in this
Worth it.
situation.
No, but what I was gonna say is I think
Gay
it's
Plus.
what's interesting about it anyway. I'm not saying anything wrong with it, but what's interesting is that the LGB part is
Lesbian, gay,
I have to
bi.
yeah, but I have to pick my words wisely because apparently sexual preference is no longer an acceptable term. So it's their sexual orientation,
Okay.
Okay.
whereas the other one is sexual identity,
Okay.
which seem to be two very different things.
So what's
But
wrong
why
with
are they
sexual
not-
preference? What's wrong with me
sexual
saying
preference? What's wrong? Well, apparently, this isn't my
That's
definition.
your choice.
But
You prefer
exactly,
that thing.
it shows a bias and it shows that you're.
that? Of course I'm biased. You like what you like.
That's what I agree. You like what you like.
If
but
you're
by
2
saying
Chainz,
sexual-
you like. She had a big booty, so you call her big booty, and that's what you like.
'cause it is what it is, right?
Plus, gay plus.
Max Holloway.
Who?
Huh? Who? No, but yeah. So by saying sexual preference, it's implying that you, well,
You're
have a
making a
preference
choice.
and you're making a choice.
So you
to
discriminate.
Exclude other, you're discriminating. Exactly.
Jesus.
Uh,
I never thought about
I
it.
don't know why that's a bad thing. Like
You're allowed to
I'm
like what you like,
choosing women.
right?
You're
But-
choosing dudes.
Yeah. What's the problem?
Yeah,
Like,
what-
why am I
yeah.
not allowed to like a certain?
Yeah,
thing?
but
I
that's
don't
like
know,
saying.
because it's become a political thing. That's why. Because
Well, absolutely.
people with political power will say, "Oh, it's a choice. They can choose not to be gay." You know?
But yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, but at that point, if you were to say, let's say I say that I'm homosexual, is that not sexual bias then? That's my preference that I like other people the
But
same.
it's your sexual orientation, meaning it's out of your control, and it's
And
nature's.
orientation.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
a
preference
compass-
is a
compass
decision.
always
Correct.
points-
Orientation
I'll
is a
always
set
point towards
thing.
a dude's ass.
That's
Now
correct.
I understand. Now I understand. That's why I have the box on my head because I have nothing in here.
Yeah.
It's trying to fill
He's
it
trying
in.
to find his brain.
Yeah, crop.
Where?
Gents, where's your washroom?
Go out the door. First door on your left.
It's my pants. If I don't go soon.
Do it on the pod. What are you doing?
You really did replace Maddie.
Just.
I'm going right now.
He doesn't even look relieved. He looks more stressed.
Yeah, legit.
That would be so uncomfortable pissing specifically because it's jeans. Peeing in jeans is the worst because you know it's gonna be heavy
And
and
you know it's the older dude.
Just so
pissing
you-
first
just so
because
you
he's
know,
got the
you-
swollen fucking
Your
prostate.
mic is gonna be
The
on. So
mic
you
is still on.
turn it off while you
No,
pee.
you guys gotta hear me piss.
Hey,
yeah,
whatever.
tinkle tinkle little star. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. You're welcome.
You guys tell us if you're
You're
shitting
welcome.
actually. Instead of peeing. It's like god damn crab cakes thing just going off.
Oh gosh. But yeah, you see my point though. How it's kind of interesting how it's two very different groups, but they're just grouped together because I don't know why.
Because they grouped them.
Because they did.
Yeah.
Is that their choice? That's gotta be their choice.
I don't understand.
together.
But I feel like there's going to be so much conflicts in that group because it's like when you have a store
Yeah.
and a bunch of departments, those departments are going to fight against each other because they're not all the same.
Well, so here's a very controversial thought. This might get me shot on, but I don't care. What's interesting about the lesbian, gay the ideology versus trans is, let's say there's, for an example, hypothetically, there's this little boy who's growing up and he likes dolls, he likes wearing dresses. Again, I know this sounds super ignorant, but this is the hypothetical. He's very flamboyant. He hangs out with a lot of girls. He has crushes on guys. Once upon a time, we would look at him like, oh, okay, maybe he's gay. But now, those same qualities in a trans lens would be like, oh, he's not a boy, he's supposed to be a woman.
Right.
Right? So, does that then make the trans movement anti-homosexual?
They conflict each other
Because-
so hard. Yeah.
Right? Because you can't just be a feminine man anymore. You can't be a feminine man. You have to, if you show more feminine qualities than masculine, you're a woman.
Do you think they found like
Mind
a
you, I get it. It's the individual's
right?
choice to identify as such.
You think they
but
found a
it's-
happy medium? Like you think like, oh, you know
it
what?
is.
We'll say that they are really, supposed to be a girl and body if it goes to this distance. So you think there's like a cutoff? Like this is how it becomes. Like, if you cross this line, that is when it's this part. You before that line, you stay as this part.
Well, that's what I think. That's what I think is interesting because I obviously don't think they identify anyone else as, like, for example,
Right.
let's say you were this boy in the scenario.
Right.
I don't think the community would look at me like, oh no, you're not gay, you're a woman.
Right.
I think they would leave it up to you to identify as what you want.
So you think
But
it's
the thing is,
self-conflicting?
Yeah, I think it's self-conflicting, but I think that's the question is, how did you come to that conclusion? How did you decide you're not a gay boy, but instead you're
I guess
a
that's
trans woman?
yeah. I guess it's all in the eyes of the beholder. Like when that person decides, it's not because they are okay with being homosexual. They genuinely feel, well, I'm straight because I'm not in the right body. I think that's when it becomes okay. Now you're going towards.
But like, do you
more-
think there's a deep-rooted part of it that's I'm not
Like
calling trans
psychological?
people. I'm not calling trans people homophobic, but by picking trans, there's a deep underlying idea of, oh, I just don't want to be gay, so I'm going to be straight by being a woman.
I feel it's funny because I feel like them going to that distance is as ignorant as us not knowing. I feel like it's just. I think it's ignorance again.
You
It's like
almost have
it's
to
like
have, like, a trans person
because we're
on the
forcing an
show.
opinion.
But then isn't it just
Bias.
not even biased, but it's just
Well, you'd get
what's
it-
the word I'm looking
You'd
for?
get an opinion that was, I don't know, like a.
Isn't it
you
just
get-
anecdotal?
You get a point of view anyway.
Yeah, you get one point of view, I
You get
suppose.
a point of view from one person that's got real experience.
I suppose it's true. But I mean, everything we'd get from it is anecdotal, so
Yeah, it's
what do we
anecdotal
really
for sure.
gain?
But like, how do you get? Not
I mean, it's better than
anecdotal?
nothing. It's
yeah,
better-
it's
yeah,
better,
you can't.
better than just us speculating.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I try and keep an open mind. Like, I used to be really fucking brutal about this stuff. Like, like really right wing about it,
Yeah.
really Trumpian about it, kind of thing. But
You know the problem is
I've
that
gotten more tolerant and more, I guess, more just open minded.
Is it more tolerant and is it more open minded, or is it more of you just being like, I don't care anymore?
It's a little bit of that too, but it's definitely a lot of that. It's more just like, look, man, if you want to live your man or girl or whatever, look, person, if you want to.
Sometimes that's
live
not
your
even
life-
accurate.
yeah,
Sometimes
I know.
person ain't even
Look,
right.
look, worm,
Yeah.
cat, whatever the fuck you identify as. But if whatever you do makes you happy, it's cool. Like, it's fine.
Where does that line? Where do you draw that line?
what starts to
Where I
affect you.
draw that line is where they make me change my life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
I don't mind giving somebody respect. Respect is fine. I don't mind respecting somebody. Like, hey, I respect you. Like, love who you want to love. Love is love.
Sure.
That's fine. That's all good. I don't care about that.
That gets dangerous too, though.
It's-
Would you say mutual love is love? Actually, even
Yes.
still, that's whack. Cause like what I'm getting at is pedophilia,
Ooh, okay. No.
and there's a lot of manipulation there
Okay.
too.
Yeah, you're talking in absolutes.
Yeah.
I guess not. But
No, not one. It doesn't even have to be absolute. I'm just wondering where you draw the line. Where you say, love is love, except
love is love, I
here.
guess, until you start writing laws that force me to speak a certain way and give me consequences if I don't speak a certain way.
yeah, which is where
Or
we are.
speak and think a certain way.
Yeah,
If you force me by law, and there's consequences by law, to think a certain way, if there's thought crimes, I don't agree with thought crimes.
Yeah, so it's funny. 'Cause
yeah.
There's
Yeah,
some
I
of it
think-
that's
I think
acceptable.
You
though.
have the right to be respected. You also have the right to be like ignored.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit or hated, but that person who hates you has no right to put their hands on you or
Yes.
make you feel uncomfortable. What? Make you feel uncomfortable? I don't know. I guess I'm having a hard time.
But
articulating it.
that's
But-
that's the definition of harassment, that you put
Yeah.
that you make someone feel uncomfortable. That's
See-
what
see-
that is.
Well, okay. I guess I kind of take that back a little bit because feeling uncomfortable, that's your feeling.
It's when someone
Some-
intentionally.
sure.
I think maybe when someone intentionally puts you in a
Intentionally
spot
makes
that you're
you-
uncomfortable.
Try to make you feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable. Yes.
Because
Yeah.
premeditated, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
But then some changes, and that's where I agree. But and some changes, I'm like, I can see why we change that. That makes good sense. Like, for example, when we try to make things more gender neutral, like firefighter rather than fireman. Like, I'm like, I get that. That
And then-
doesn't bug me.
Yeah, but then the other side of that coin, the other people that don't agree with you would say, "Well, it's the death of 1,000 cuts, right?
Right.
This is how they get you.
Yeah, because they start there and
They
they just
start-
keep going.
Little paper cuts,
Yep.
paper cut,
Yeah.
paper cut, paper
Yep.
cut. 1,000 paper cuts, you're bleeding to death.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, over time, you've got this. It's like the frog in the pot of boiling water. Like,
Fucking
You
right where,
you
right
drop
where
you
he
drop like
deserves to be.
4 analogies.
Right
bro.
where he deserves to be. That fuck that.
This
frog.
yeah, fuck frogs by the way, but
Fuck
like
frogs.
you're such a dad. You drop like 4 analogies. I'm trying to keep up, and you have to keep explaining each one as you develop it.
I'm sorry.
sorry,
It's a
I'm
branches.
sorry to go way off on a tangent. Here.
I find I understand things in analogies so much better.
way,
Anyway, go on.
way off on a tangent. Last year when we did the annual portaging camping trip, we're chilling by the fire. I kid you not, Carl picks up this frog that's like that small, like it's tiny, and he like
It's a
walks
bullet.
up, and he's like right beside me, and he's like, well, look, I got this frog, and I literally got out of my chair. I was like, nope, fuck that shit. I don't
was
care
just-
how small it is.
Dude, it was probably a toad.
Even worse.
I don't know the difference.
Worse.
It's
Yes,
like alligator
Toads
and
are worse. You know why toads are worse? Because they piss on you as soon as you pick them up.
And just what you said, you're like, oh, it's like pissed on me, and then you show me it's just the tiniest fucking toad.
You're scared of toads? You're
Toads
scared
and
of
frogs, fuck those.
I don't.
things.
Yeah, I
See,
actually agree with him. I don't.
I
fuck
don't
with him.
think scared is the word. Maybe
It's
maybe
uncomfortable.
It is.
It's
Maybe
like
it
massive. It
Is
just
it- is
ew,
it like
like
don't-
fuck
Is
off.
it like
it.
like like
Yeah.
spiders kind of thing? Like
But the thing is, spiders
is.
don't
More
bother me.
frogs than spiders.
Yeah, I'd rather.
I'm okay with spiders. I used to be terrified of spiders. You know what fucks me up?
Tell me how centipedes.
Fucking centipedes, man.
Yeah, fuck those things. Those things are
Those
scary.
fucking house centipedes because they're fast and they're super leggy.
Those
The
also
only
don't bother me
saving
that too
thing
much.
is, I don't know what it is about their fucking evolution. They freeze. And I'm like, thank fucking God evolution has made them freeze.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I have time to go get my fucking broom and bam,
Fucking
hit
yeah,
that
whoop
motherfucker.
your ass.
Yeah.
I know we're going deep onto some wicked
go on.
conversation, but I think we're running out of time.
Are we already?
Yeah, that was her. What are we thankful for, boys?
Thankful for you guys.
I feel like I missed half the show taking a piss.
All of them or just one?
You. Well, it's usually the same thing, right? We have one viewer.
Same thing.
All of them. Kempo.
Hey! Yeah, I'm thankful for moments like these. We all get to hang out. We're together.
It's hot.
Spicy. I saw a funny meme that said, "You call it trauma, I call it spicy memory," and I'm adopting that. It's my spicy memory.
That's good. Spicy
That's a good
memory.
one, right? Carl. Not Matt.
I'm thankful
Better, Matt.
for. What am I thankful for? I'm thankful for just.
Time away from the wife and kids.
No.
Hang with the boys.
No.
Get a bunch of brews going.
His success on Grindr.
There's too many things to list. I'm thankful for so
Struggling
many
for
things.
from success.
Okay, if I have to pick one, I'm thankful just for my health.
Hey, that's a good one.
The guy who's had a
Fucking-
problem
It's
with
an
his
easy one,
alcoholism.
I know, but
Fucking
if I'm
leave
gonna pick one that just covers everything, I'm thankful for my health.
Why not? Well, thank you all for joining, even you guys.